women's 3,000 meters final. Ethiopia's Freeweni Hailu stormed to victory in the women 3,000 meters race at the ongoing World Indoor Championships on Saturday 2025 at the Nanjing Sports Training Center in Nanjing, China. The 24-year-old rising star wrote her name in the history books as she became the first Ethiopian to win 3 medals in 3 different disciplines, which includes an 800 meters silver from 2022 and a 1,500 meters gold 2 years later in Glasgow. Freeweni also adds another title at World Athletics Indoor Championships in Nanjing, showcasing thrilling competition. She clocked an impressive time of 8 minutes 37 seconds and 21 milliseconds, a feat that underscores her incredible talent and determination on the track. Freeweni's first world indoor medal came in 2022 when she claimed 800 meters silver. She 1,500 million won gold in Glasgow 2 years later and now has a 3,000 meters crown to add to her set.
Ministers of Culture and Sports from South Sudan and Uganda said arts and culture are crucial tools not only for fostering people-to-people connections but also for bolstering economic and diplomatic relations. Head of South Sudan's Ministry of Culture, Museums, and National Heritage Nadia Arap Dudi, expressed her nation's delight in participating in the festival. Dudi highlighted that the exchange of arts and culture among regional communities will significantly contribute to strengthening.
It's a tool for bringing people together. It is very important. If we talk about the unity of the people, we need to use culture. If we talk about economic, we need to talk about culture. If we want to talk about diplomacy, we need to bring culture. Culture is a link between all what I have mentioned. Ethiopia is a country that really will proud us as a neighbor, and thinking about bringing people together, it will not be forgettable.
The Minister of State for Disability Affairs in Uganda's Ministry of Gender, Labor, and Social Development, Asimo Helen Grace, pointed out that arts and culture are effective mediums for conveying messages about societal norms and values. She also noted their ability to help people understand their historical roots and chart their future course.
I think we just have borders for the sake of having. The dances here are the same. People are dancing almost in the same way. They are using things that show that this is Africa. Some are using sticks, some are using spears, and these ones all demonstrate our culture and our heritage as Africans from where our ancestors left us behind. Through culture, it becomes very easy for you to pass a message for integration, for social economic, and also for development of our countries. But this culture helps us to keep united.
The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam is crucial for optimizing the African Continental Free Trade Area, AFCFTA, ANICA Regional Integration and Trade Division Director Stephen Karinji said. In an exclusive interview with ENA, the director noted that the GERD directly supports AFCFTA's objectives by addressing energy deficit.
As you know, there is a 500 kilovolts line that has been built between Ethiopia and Kenya. And what this interconnector will do, it will offer an opportunity for electricity generated in Ethiopia through this interconnector of the East African power pool also to be connected to the South African power pool.
African countries via the East African power pool would play a huge role, he added. For instance, the 500 kilovolt interconnector between Ethiopia and Kenya is vital, linking the East African power pool to the Southern African
We
power
know there is energy deficit in Southern Africa, even within some countries in East Africa. The investment through this dam offers that opportunity to not only trade in electricity, but also power the manufacturing processes that these other countries want to invest in or to drive to take advantage of the AFCFTA. So it's basically a driver or an enabler of the AFCFTA optimization.
It features a discharge rate of 1,547 cubic meters per second.
Prime Minister Abiy's response on access to the Sea Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam at the Parliament. Abiy told to the Parliament Ethiopia does not have any intention of engaging in conflict with Eritrea for the purpose of gaining access to the sea. Our desire is to engage in dialogue and discussion on this matter instead. Access to the Red Sea is nevertheless an existential matter for Ethiopia. What we want is to peacefully address our current challenges, he said. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed emphasized that Ethiopia's pursuit of peaceful access to the sea is gaining significant international recognition. Responding to questions raised from members of parliament today, Abiy addressed a range of issues, including economic reforms, politics, peace and security, and diplomacy, among others. On the topic of diplomacy, the Prime Minister explained that Ethiopia's desire is to engage in dialogue and discussion regarding access to a seaport. Ethiopia's pursuit of peaceful access to the sea is gaining significant international recognition, the Premier stressed. He pointed out that Ethiopia's request for maritime access is justified by the international community, noting that no other landlocked nation surpasses Ethiopia in size. Abiy reiterated the potential for constructive dialogue regarding the Red Sea and the Abay River, advocating for the principle of give-and-take approach to these shared resources. He emphasized that access to the sea is an existential matter for Ethiopia, but reiterated that the country aims to peacefully resolve the issue. Ethiopia's desire access to the Red Sea will not drag the country in confrontation with Somalia, Djibouti, Eritrea and Kenya. Instead, there is significant potential for collaboration and mutual benefit if we can achieve a shared understanding, the Premier elaborated. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed reaction on Great Ethiopian Renaissance Dam and Tigray Region Interim Administration. During the Today Parliament session, Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed said that the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam is a pride for Africa. The Premier made the remark in his response to question raised by members of the House of People's Representative today. GERD is where Ethiopia has shown its capability. It is also where we have corrected our mistakes, said the Prime Minister. He indicated that this significant development project will soon be inaugurated, emphasizing that the dam will also provide substantial advantages to neighboring countries downstream. Prime Minister Abiy assured that the water levels at the Aswan Dam remain unaffected despite the GERD's filling. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed told members of the House of People's Representatives that as the two-year term of the Tigray Region Interim Administration has now expired, there is a need for legal reform. Discussions are ongoing with the leaders of the interim administration and other stakeholders on this matter, the Prime Minister pointed out. Elaborating the Pretoria Agreement that ended the northern Ethiopian conflict, PM Abiy said that the peace deal has helped restore infrastructure and provide services to the people of Tigray. However, there are still issues that have not been adequately addressed, one of which is the disengagement and reintegration (DDR) process, he stated.